Hello, in this video I am going to design this model. As you can see, this is the front view of this model and the necessary dimensions are given. There is a circle plate and this one is a slot. We will design first this circle and then this slot and extrude it. So let's begin it. First we needed to check the units. The drawing units are given in inches, so we needed to select IPS inches pound second and then go to sketch and we will select front plane for our sketch. Then I am going to select a circle tool and draw a circle, and as you can see the dimension of this circle is given 2.25 in radius form. I am going to multiply it with 2 to make this dimension diameter. So dimension, and this dimension is 2.25 multiplied by 2, it's 4.5 radius. And then I'm going to select the slot, and under the type of slot I am going to select E straight slot, and for a straight slot I am going to select this origin for my first point of the slot and then draw a simple line, vertical line, and then just drag it, make it here. And then I am going to dimension this slot. The dimension for this dimension is given as 1.40 radius, and the distance from center to center, this line is given as 2. So in the SolidWorks it necessary we must draw a closed sketch, and as you see this whole sketch is closed but it's crossing each other. This circle and this slot are crossing each other. So in the SolidWorks, when you are going to exit this sketch and your sketch is having this type of intersection, or the two sketches which are passing from each other, the lines are crossing. When you go to features, you basically needed to select the portion of this sketch which you want to extrude. Under the boss extrude, when you go to this select contours, and under the select contour this first sketch is selected. I just go here, right click and clear this selection. Now I am going to select the portion. When I am going to move my mouse in this sketch, in the portion of this sketch, that portion will be highlighted. So select this sketch contours, go here. When I go here, this portion will be highlighted. I needed to extrude this portion, then it's asking about this portion, and then I am going to select this portion. So 3 regions or portion I am selected for select contours. Now this whole sketch will be extruded, and the dimension of this extrusion is given as 0.63. So I extruded this portion. So its first step, it will be look like that. Now I needed to sketch again on that face. I am going to select it and then go to normal, so this face will be in front of you. Now I am needed to add a slot here. I can add a slot from here, and I can also go here and show my previous sketch. No, previous sketch is activated. Then go to convert indentures, just select convert indentures, and for convert indentures we can select any edge or line which we want to include in our sketch, our current active sketch. So I wanted this as my in this sketch, and then this line, and this line, and then go to hide it. Now our this whole sketch is converted here on that face, and exit this sketch. Now I am going to extrude that sketch, and this dimension is given as 1.60. Now again I am going to sketch and open the sketch on this face, and then go to normal view. Now again I am going to select convert indentures, and for this I needed to like select this, these are four edges, or just click on that face and convert it. Now this whole face is converted, and go to offset identities and select this line, this line, this line, and this line. And under the parameters I am going to select this parameter is given as 0.5, and make sure you don't check the bidirectional, check reverse, so it must be inside. This sketch is offsetted inside, not outside, inside, and click OK. Now I am going to make this sketch as for my reference. I am going to select this sketch, select this line, these all lines, the outside lines, we are going to make it our. So make sure these are lines are converted into construction lines, because we don't want that line in our sketch. These are just for reference. And now I'm going to select this sketch, and under the cut extrude for the direction I am going to make it up to surface, and I am going to select this surface, cut extrude. This will be done. Now I am going to select sketch and go to this face for our sketch plane, and then murmur like that. Then I am going to select the line. I am going to draw a line like here, and line like here, and this sketch, the portion which we want to cut. Now dimension this dimension is given, this dimension is 1.4, dimension from this point to this point is given as 1.5, and this line must be facing this edge. So I'm going to add a relation. We can either add a relation between this edge and this edge, between them is collinear. So it will make this line and this line facing each other, meaning this the all points of this line is coincident with the all points of this line. We can also, if you don't want to add the collinear, you can also select this point and this point, and make them vertical. Now I am going to cut extrude and select through. It will make the cut. So far we done this step. Now I am going to add some holes. So go to sketch and select this face, and then like that I'm going to select a circle, and this dimension of this circle is basically a reference circle. We can add this circle, or there is other method to do that. In Solidworks, for one thing, you can do more steps and get the same thing. So I just added this circle, and the dimension of this circle is given as 1.75 radius. I am going to multiply it by 2 to make it diameter, and then add a circle on this reference circle, and dimension of this circle is given as 0.36. And now I am going to add a relation. My relation is that this point and this point, these 2 points are vertical, so it will fully define that circle. Then make the cut through. This cut is done. Now I am going to add circular pattern, and for the features or faces to pattern I am going to select this cut we draw, and for the direction I am going to select this edge, and it asking how much we needed basically 3, 2, and select this one and 90, this will add circle like here, and again select this cut extrude circular pattern. For the direction 1 I am going to select this edge, and then again 90 like that, 2, and again I am going to select this sketch on this face, and then again draw a circle. When you go here, this center will be activated. Draw a circle here. This is a reference circle, and dimension of this circle is given as 0.90 multiplied by 2 to make it radius diameter, and then go select this circle and make it for construction. This is just for reference, and add a circle here, and the dimension of this circle is given as 0.36. Cut it, and again circular pattern, select this circle. This is direction 90, no, for this one this is 60, and draw it. Again select the circular pattern, select this cut for direction this, and again it's 60, and reverse the direction. Like this circle is here, we needed to reverse the direction. Now our last step is I am going to select the sketch, select this face and normal, and then go here, select the straight slot, first point from here, draw a vertical line and drag it. This is 2, and this dimension is given as 0.70 divided by 2. Done, and make the extruded cut, draw through, it will be done. Now all the steps are done, we get the final shape. Now we are going to add the material. Go to material, edit material, and select ASI 102, this circle. Now in the drawing this arch, also find the mask for this part. So for the mask properties, you just needed to go here, evaluate, and then mask properties. It will give you the density, mass, volume, surface area. So here is our mass. The total mass of this model will be 4.33 pounds. So I am going to save it. Then we needed to make the drawing. Select the drawing from this part. This looks better. Then when the drawing will pop up, you will have some views here. I'm going to select front, like here, and then just put isometric here. Convert this isometric to this, and this to show visible edges. Then go to section view. I am going to select a section view from here, put that here, and then again I am going to select a section view, make it like that, and draw it from center of this circle and make it here. complete this. Now I'm going to sketch. Make sure the units are in inches. Now you can dimensions this sketch. All necessary dimensions. We needed to add all the dimensions which are needed for an engineering drawing. And you can also add the center lines between this and this, between this and this, between this and this, and then dimension, this dimension and this dimension is 0.5. Move this section comment here. Okay, now what is left? Also add the center line between this and this, between this and this, and dimension from here to where is 0.5. Let's see which dimensions are left. I'm just going to add a center line from this center to this circle. I added that to add this dimension. Just move this dimension in a good place so it makes sense. Now the drawing is done. Just go to node and add this node. Then go to edit sheet format, add a node here. We can add that later, name and date. Now the part is done. Save it and then save as it to